It is in a way real time. But in blockchain, once I make that analytics, when it goes back, it is at that point in time analytics, right? It's not live
See,
analytics.
blockchain we are recording. That means something has taken place.
Yeah, you are just a record.
It is a record at that point. It's not live data analytics.
See, let me take this example. ये sheet of paper है जिसके ऊपर कुछ लिखा हुआ है, right? So I want to make this sheet of paper tamper proof.
Right.
इसको sheet को मैंने scan किया, कुछ भी किया, इसका एक hash number, इसके number लिख दिया 1.
Right.
So what is getting stored onto blockchain? Not this sheet. This sheet I am storing it in a document management system.
Right.
I am storing 1.
Right.
Right. Now, when somebody wrote another name after this,
Right.
so now the hash will change.
Now hash will change.
It will not remain one.
So it won't remain 1.
It will remain
So
two.
we are not storing this information onto block. So onto block, like we are just storing the hash information.
But one and जो उसका version था वो भी saved होंगे ना.
So
I understand, but that will be that's
all the
the chain
version
of-
will be stored.
That's the chain of records. So
That's
you
chain
have
of
to know
records,
the
yeah.
changes have it. So one में ये था, two में ये था,
हाँ
three में
वो भी
ये था.
record होता रहेगा.
Audit trail, मतलब बहुत अगर छूट करना है मेरे को. Sorry, I know you are running a proper blockchain company. I am not a king. So audit trail का versioning के साथ equivalent which is on a distributed network, that is blockchain. You can glorify it to
Right.
as much extent
Exactly.
as you can, but end of the day, this is what it is.
I have a question.
So in a bank, all the interbank transfers that happen, at
Just
the end of the day,
go
that
ahead.
daily can be saved with the blockchain every day. Daily update of blockchain every day.
Yeah, you can. So yeah, just hold on for a while. I'll open the session in 10 minutes. Okay, after 5 minutes I'll open the session. I had a question to you. Say you've been into multiple projects, alright? You do a lot of project management on that, and there are a lot of risks associated with a blockchain implementation, alright? Can you enumerate a couple of them and how you ended up mitigating those risks? As such?
One of them particularly he has already said to you that on blockchain we can actually store the hash of particular outcomes, right? We can't kind of do computations on blockchain. So what this does is that blockchain don't exist or work separately. It has to be amalgamated with existing technologies, right? So for example, particularly when we are talking about existing databases like SQL database or AWS database, right? So these are the main secure databases that we have currently, right? Now let's talk about blockchain. So now there has to be that bridge, where actually what I am trying to do is, as a blockchain, suppose as a blockchain, what I am trying to do is I am trying to take a part of my whole process on a such separate DB or database, and a part of it I am now trying to align on the broadcast on the blockchain. So that means that API communication and everything comes into play. Now as soon as that third party APIs or that things come into play, there comes those security issues again that have been bugging us for so long. So then encryption, the kind of, in a project, the kind of cost you have on security analysis or security networking part, that increases a lot on blockchain, because those API communications and everything needs to be encrypted again. So why even the products that I discussed with you. So now communication with third party databases are happening again and again, whether it is government database or whether it is a AWS database or whether it is a gaming engine somewhere. So now these processes are still not standardized, as I told you again.
Standardization, security risks are there.
Yes.
And how do you end up mitigating these?
So what we did was that, in particular to the project that on gaming I showcased you guys. So basically in every gaming, once you place a bet, there is a computation that takes place in the back end, and then the winner or the loser is announced. And that announcing particular thing comes on the blockchain. But this whole part in the back end is taking a lot of actions in the back end part, right? So for example, when I place a bet, I did an action. After placing the bet, a running engine, an RNG or something, random number generator will be in action in the back end, right? So now the problem comes into play that when I will try to align the output of my RNG particularly with blockchain, then the security issues will come up again. So what we were able to do this on blockchain particularly was, in this case of Tron, that we actually did a process called oracleization is a process. If you want to research, you can research into it. That process is called oracleization. And oracleization has its own kind of issues and other technical issues there. But particularly what we did was we were able to separate these transactions alone. I mean, what we did was there is a hashing mechanism that we incorporated separately.
Okay.
So even in the land registry project that you guys are seeing, now in Aadhaar card what happens is that you provide that your thumb impression, right, or biometric. Now the problem with blockchain is that this biometric is coming through an API or something like that. Then again it can be sort of compromised. So what we did there was so the hash we all know, right, SHA-256 and these kind of hashing algorithms are used in the back end. Why don't we use them in the front end also?
Okay.
So this is what we did there. We sort of what we have been doing in R&D is we are trying to look blockchain in a very broad aspect. Where actually we look out each and every factor of blockchain. Ledger part separately, security part separately, the hashing part separately. So this is how we have been looking at into it. So now what we are doing is currently the biometric on our tool or everything. They actually take your biometric as well as your unique identification number as well. Then they provide a combined hash separately.
That's very intuitive to mitigate any risk of security
Exactly.
and compromising of data which comes into play as such.
Yeah, so many companies are actually providing this as a service of its own.
Yeah.
That let's use the hashing part or the cryptography part of blockchain.
Yeah, yeah.
So we again incorporated into our solution.
Awesome, good. And of course, one direct question to you. You are a chartered accountant, and definitely have to go. You've been talking about audit trails and all that stuff. But traditional audit techniques, they leverage readily available data, which is probably a history of ledger. Now, in blockchain, we're talking about real time, data which is going in. Now, blockchains or enterprises which are actually implementing or enterprises which embrace blockchain will have to take care of this audit trail. But ultimately, the government will want the audit. Okay. Now, those which are on blockchain, audit करेंगे, what should the government prepare, right? Government. The enterprises prepare to ensure that they are able to do real-time audit.
So, for example, any enterprise which is doing, so right now, in all over the world, there is no organization which has put everything on blockchain. There is no organization as such. Right now, whatever auditing standards we have, whether it is in India or elsewhere, whether they are following IFRS, US GAAP, or whether they are following Indian accounting standards, the standards are still traditional. You are still running the same business. Only your technology is changing.
Okay.
So you have to ensure that the kind of reports that we were generating earlier have to be there right now also. But the role of auditors will change once your blockchains are getting implemented. So why the role changes is because now the data will be, so there are a lot of things. We used to do vouching. We used to do reconciliations. That can be done automatically on blockchains now. If an organization is implementing blockchain properly, there is a triple entry. So we used to have double entry. On blockchain, we can do triple entry bookkeeping as well. So if you are doing that, you will be having your reconciliation done real time.
Okay.
So these things will not be required to be audited going ahead.
So as soon as the data goes in, it is ready for auditing because the trail is already there and it is
But you
real time.
have to get your auditor in place before you are implementing your blockchain.
Okay.
Why?
So, and the person has to be trained also,
So
right?
a person who knows about blockchain will go there and also see about the processes. So as he mentioned, the risk is in the process. If the processes are not standardized and you go and implement any kind of blockchain, your blockchain will fail. Because the fear of collusion can come anytime.
It's always there.
It's always there. If you are not having your processes proper, whether you implement blockchain or anything, it will fail.
Okay.
Because then people will somehow find a way to collude. You are forming a consortium of people, then those how to have those internal controls in place that those people are not able to collude. So these things have to be decided first.
So blockchain or no blockchain, बदमाशी होगी हो.
But अगर उससे पहले process, if you are standardizing the processes, you know where your controls are. If they are also, when the auditor comes in, he should know these are the control points. If they are working well, I am comfortable.
Great.
Right?
So basically, I mean, if you are talking about
Who is
blockchain
creating
implementation,
this standardized process? Means, is there any party or
What's the problem?
So see, so right now, every organization have their own internal control processes. With blockchain, there should be someone from the technical team also who will tell that these are the things I can do on blockchain. Now you think about the other things, how to control these things.
so if the standard process is different from company to company, then
Yeah,
there
that's-
may be a
So
problem.
that's another risk and that.
See,
So which is, I don't see it as a risk. See, standard process, कैसे KPMG, EY, Accenture, Deloitte, कैसे एक common process पे आ सकती है? आ ही नहीं सकती. But they still need to get into a trade.
Yeah.
but they
So
have
that's the beauty. So it is like, you need to agree on a protocol. Ki, okay, this is what I am sending in this format and this is what needs to be captured. See, when we are talking about the processes, I just want to add, processes doesn't mean कि सब एक जैसे लगने लगे कल से. That is not possible. And that is the beauty of blockchain, everybody should not look same. So the example which I said, like, I want to have a trade with everybody sitting in this room. Now, as long as the nature of the trade, the game of the trade is clear, and that is what they define in a smart contract. Two parties interacting, this is what, I don't care, like, where you live, you don't care where I live, as long as आपने पानी की बोतल चाहिए, मेरे को 10 रुपए दे रहे हो, मैंने आपको पानी की बोतल दे दिया, काम करता हूँ.
Whichever company.
There is a very unique use case which I came to know only few months back. So there is one company, so say Apple, they procure their parts from multiple vendors. Say Apple is running SAP in their own organization. Now to ensure that they have a trace of whatever is coming into their organization, where that part is being used in which mobile phone, because if any kind of issue occurs in a phone, they trace it back to the vendor who supplied that particular part. So if they are running SAP, they'll ask that vendor also to implement SAP, because otherwise they will not be able to talk. But with blockchain, we have this ability that you can actually have disparate systems and you make that person a node
Let's still talk.
and still talk. So that is one way of
Excellent use case. Yes,
Yes.
I heard it many months
yes.
back.
So with this,
So this interoperability use will actually limitation will
Yeah,
actually
so
go up.
that's where
so your
blockchain
audit
3.0
processes
2.0
remain the
is
same.
coming.
Your audit processes remain the same in your own organization. It is just that you are able to do business in a more efficient manner. You can have any vendor who's not SAP compliant or whatever. If he is supplying a good quality thing at a cheaper rate, you can work with it. You don't put additional burden on a vendor.
I mean, if any organization currently is investing in blockchain from an ROI perspective, I mean, from a long-term perspective, for any organization, blockchain is definitely very cost-effective, and it will definitely help us mitigate a lot of additional cost, but not in a span of 1 or 2 years. I mean, I'm talking about organizations that have 100+ employees. I'm talking about organizations that are looking into blockchain within 5-year, etc. plans.
So any investment is incremental and slow and based upon cost particular.
Blockchain's actually effectiveness comes into play with gradual increase, right? It won't come into effect first day. The single reason being that, and this also has a, and that's why organizations are that much reluctant into it.
See, I looked up last night, very interesting. I'm like, this is all serious. We're talking very serious, right? Okay, what is the most creative, innovative, craziest use case implementation of blockchain? So, found out there is a company called Legal Flick. Me Too movement chala. So there is a thing which has happened in the past. Now somebody is filing up a Me Too case. So what the company does, how they're using blockchain, like at the time of entering into some sex or whatever, I am assuming everybody's adult here, like 18+. So वो consent blockchain पे लेके जा रहे हैं.
Mutual consent.
Mutual consent.
Like prenuptials.
Not a prenuptial, sir.
So you are, so even the capture, like क्या allowed है क्या not allowed है. So they are writing कि कल जब आप बुढ़े हो जो 70 साल में, उस टाइम कोई वो ना बोले जब तुम कॉलेज में थे तो you did this to me. So
Sir, here's the hash for that blockchain.
that is
What
what is the most craziest blockchain implementation? So they got very good funding.
Smart contract इससे ज़्यादा क्या होगा?
Alright.
It was not by it was by force. Or I was not able to.
It's a good fun, but it's a fantastic,
I mean, accountability at the end of the day is what you are seeking.
Yeah.
And accountability.
Another on a lighter note, are the auditors' jobs on the chopping block because of the blockchain?
No,
Because-
I've been told this
Yeah, because
multiple times.
yeah, okay.
Yes, I've
He
been
says
told
it,
this.
says
Yes,
this. Yeah.
that's true.
Because it is
People
real
are
time
told-
and it is automatic.
So
The
people say-
third entry is real time.
People always tell me, so someone who's developing a blockchain will always say, see, I'm going to take away this much business of yours. But I always say, when AI came, people are out of job. Still we are adapting to it. What will the people who are getting out of jobs will do now? But still, you don't say that those people will be out of jobs, they'll be doing something else.
Something else.
Now CA Institute, with ICI that we have, they are educating all the chartered accountants on blockchain also. And they are telling them what now they are supposed to do. If an organization implements an enterprise blockchain solution, a very important role is of the admin who will be adding nodes. CA can also perform that role if required. So the roles will change. It's not that I lose my job.
She will not lose a current trade maybe, but she will
I
probably
will
enter
do
into something
multiple
else.
things. But it is important. that
Like I was a pilot earlier and I am doing, I will do sales.
That is where reskilling and upskilling comes in
That's
right.
true. Then everyone will be impacted.
Cool.
Whether it is AI or blockchain, everyone in any kind of organization has to keep on learning and improving on this stuff.
Great. So I think my last question again to the panel is for everybody here is coming from your fact that there are people who are doing different trades and all that stuff. There are blockchain being implemented everywhere. But one thing which is missing in the country today, not sure about outside or not, is the talent which is required to be working on the blockchain. So be it developers, be it project managers, be it business guys, be it people like the chartered accountants, all lawyers for that matter. All right. What needs to change right now? All right. Maybe we are about 50-60 people in the room. What needs to change right now to shift the gear on what we have today? Now improve and increase talent in the country in whatever format.
The first thing that needs to change is the definition of manager and developer.
Okay.
Right. So the thing is, in the future when we are talking about that emerging technologies will be creating more than somewhere around 70% of jobs, we can't use the same definition for managers that we use right now in IT, and we can't use the same the language, the definition for developers as well. We need to understand what blockchain does is it makes developers a part of the economy. As a developer, I am now responsible to optimize the smart contracts. If you don't provide me that knowledge of the finance as well as other aspects, I won't be able to provide you optimized smart contracts, and you will be just wasting money operation cost. Now let's come on to the managerial side also. Managers will also have to acquaint themselves with some form of technical knowledge. You just can't rely on your managerial skills to manage a fleet of developers in future. Because if we are talking about emerging technologies, what we will see? We will see developers at the end of the day.
So how much role does training need to play in this? Because there are multiple courses happening. You developed a product. I'm sure you also working behind. You anyway done a lot of training programs and all that stuff. Training क्यों नहीं होगी? Why are not seeing people coming up?
There comes the kind of the Indian scenario we have for upskilling.
Okay.
As Indians, we don't invest in our knowledge. We invest in our jobs.
Free में करा देते हैं.
We kind of we don't see the quality of the training. We don't keep those aspects into picture. Right? I mean, we are the kind of people, we don't actually invest in, as I'm saying, knowledge or learning. We spend more on the side which is more lucrative to us. आज blockchain है तो maybe मैं blockchain में course करूँगा तो उसका reason ये नहीं होगा कि I will be having a good future in 5 years. It is more about that instantaneously I can have a job or not. So that instantaneous output is not available in blockchain as I am saying, even for organizations, even for individuals. That thing will come into play in next 5 years. But you will have to prepare for it from today itself. So for example, if you see courses, what is the main proposition? That this is the job you will get, right? Job security is the main aspect of any course. So while we are doing this project on training on blockchains, we don't say to anybody that you will get a job. What we do is we provide you opportunities. We say to you that these are the opportunities that are open right now, and these are the few which will be open in the future. For example, smart contract auditor. Now, as I am telling you, might think that it is a very technical concept, right? Smart contract. It is not. Ethereum consensus and Ethereum Alliance, everybody has given their own guidelines. As an auditor, you just have to match the kind of contracts that you have written there. And it's a pretty good job right now. As a freelancer, you can earn easily 60,000 to 70,000 per month. Let's say blockchain content writers, right? The people who are earning as content writers only $5 or $6 per 500 or 600 words article, they are, once they attach blockchain to it, they are earning somewhere around 25 to 30. And the thing is the kind of globalization and the exposure that is taking place. I mean, Indian content writers are now finally writing on subjects like finance, economics, socio-economic conditions, right? This wasn't possible before.
But what about the developers?
Sorry?
What about the developers? Will they get any job opportunities in?
There are already job opportunities. I mean,
There are-
we have a data of somewhere
There's a
around
dearth
60
of
vacancies.
developers.
Okay.
अगर 100 है तो we probably have 4 or 5 developers.
One-
100 jobs के again में for the 5%.
One more
90% deficit.
special
So basically, one thing you need to understand is that definitely there is one term called IT industry, right? Within that IT industry, something is blockchain. Now, blockchain companies themselves are having valuation over 100 billion. Companies like Binance, companies like
Bitfury.
Bitfury. So these companies itself have a lot of Coinbase is there. Right? So these companies, if you see their kind of valuation that they have made in last 3 to 4 years.